My child, something happened today that you cannot see yet, but the ripples have already begun. Somewhere, in a quiet room, far from where you sit, a screen flickered, a picture appeared, and in that moment, a decision was made that would try to rewrite your destiny. Yes, my beloved, just one picture of you, nothing else, no words, no sound, was enough to stir something deep in someone's heart. They didn't comment, they didn't like, they didn't share. They simply looked, and then acted. They opened a list, one that had your name written clearly, one that you were meant to stay on, and without hesitation, they erased it. No explanation, no warning. Just silence and a single decision that was meant to remove you from something important. But what they didn't know is that the moment they pressed delete, heaven noticed. Angels stopped. Records trembled. Because your name is not something that can be erased by human hands when I, the Lord your God, have written it in light. You're wondering, who was this person? Why would they do that? What did they see? And my child, the truth is not what you think. What they saw wasn't your face, it was what was behind your face. They saw a glow, a mark, a divine signature that exposed something hidden in them. They saw what they tried to destroy years ago, light. Your light. The reflection of my spirit that burns quietly but brightly inside you. So they panicked. They thought that removing your name would remove your influence. They thought that deleting your presence would stop your rising. But they were wrong. Because what they did in secret is now a seed of exposure in my sight. Just a few hours before this happened, a storm was brewing, not in the sky, but in someone's conscience. There was a woman pacing back and forth, her thoughts louder than her footsteps. She wasn't late for work, not running to catch a train, she was chasing something darker. Her hands trembled as she scrolled through her phone, searching for a picture of you. She found it. And with trembling fingers, she sent it, not to a friend, not to social media, but to a place where light doesn't live. Yes, my child, she sent your picture to someone she believed could silence you, a woman whispered about in hidden circles, known only as the Keeper. People called her a seer, others called her a witch. But I call her what she truly is, a prisoner of her own deception. When your picture arrived, that old woman in the shadows lifted it with trembling hands. She studied it for a moment, expecting darkness to respond, expecting her power to rise. But nothing happened. No flicker of candle, no stirring of wind, just stillness. And in that stillness, she felt something she hadn't felt in decades, fear. Because when she looked into your eyes through that photo, she didn't see weakness or vulnerability. She saw fire. She saw a wall of angels surrounding you. She saw my seal upon your forehead, the invisible mark that says, "Do not touch." That's when she whispered, "Whose child is this?" And a voice within her answered, "Mine." Yes, my child, I spoke in that hut. I entered that room not because you called, but because I had already assigned my protection over you. Before your enemies acted, I had already interfered. So when that woman who brought your picture demanded action, demanded vengeance, the witch couldn't move. Her hands froze. Her tongue felt heavy. The darkness she trusted no longer obeyed her. Because your light had already filled that place. She closed her book. The same book filled with names she'd cursed before. And when she opened it, she saw your name, already written by someone else long before she knew you existed. But that name wasn't written in ink. It was carved in gold. She tried to blot it out, but the page burned. She tried to whisper against it, but her own breath failed her. She realized in that moment that you were not ordinary, that your destiny was not something she could tamper with. So instead of speaking curses, she spoke something she hadn't said in years, a prayer. But the woman who sent your photo didn't know any of this. She left the hut believing your end was written. She laughed, confident that darkness had finally won. But she was wrong. Because that night, her own dreams turned against her. She woke up gasping, her mirror cracked, her phone dead, her reflection fading. And when she looked closer, she realized, her name was gone. The same name she thought was safe, erased from the very places she had tried to erase yours. That's what happens, my child, when someone tries to curse what I have blessed. The curse reverses. The snare they set becomes their own trap. The pit they dig swallows their own feet. You see, there's a law written long before humanity, the divine reversal. When someone moves against a child of light, the energy they send rebounds sevenfold. And that's exactly what's happening now. But let me tell you something deeper. What they saw in that photo was not random. You weren't just smiling. There was a timing attached to that moment. I arranged for that picture to be posted at the exact hour their jealousy would reveal itself. Because it was time for masks to fall. Yes, my beloved, I used your own image as a mirror to expose the hearts of those pretending to love you. I let that picture be seen not to shame you, but to sift them. Those who were for you stayed silent and prayed. Those who were against you acted without hesitation. And now, I have separated light from darkness in your circle. You've wondered why some people have gone quiet. Why others have suddenly withdrawn. You've blamed yourself, thinking maybe you changed. But the truth is, they saw something they couldn't handle. They saw your spiritual promotion before you did. You are shifting dimensions, my child. You are walking out of the season of being overlooked into a season of divine recognition. But every promotion demands exposure. And exposure brings separation. That's what this moment is, a divine separation disguised as rejection. So don't grieve those who erased your name. Don't chase those who walked away. Let them. Because what was deleted from their list was multiplied on heavens. The woman in the hut, she can't sleep anymore. She hears your name echoing in her ears every night, not as a curse but as a song. The very forces she once commanded now whisper your protection. Even in her darkness, she knows one thing, you are untouchable. And the one who sent her, she's now facing what she meant for you. The contracts she signed are backfiring. The alliances she formed in secret are falling apart. Because when someone moves against my chosen, I rearrange their path until they meet what they unleashed. You, my child, don't need revenge. You don't need to prove anything. The proof is already being written in what's happening around you. The same people who thought they deleted you will soon see your name appear again, not where it was, but higher, brighter, greater. Because while they erased you from their list, I added you to mine, the list of those rising in this hour. You've been feeling something strange lately, haven't you? That sudden heaviness, the confusion, the moments of deep exhaustion. That wasn't random. That was the spiritual aftershock of the battle fought for you. But listen, that battle is over now. The shift has happened. You survived the deletion. You survived the plot. And now I am writing your new chapter. In the days ahead, you'll notice unexpected favor, emails you didn't anticipate, opportunities you didn't apply for, invitations that seem to appear out of nowhere. These are divine compensations for everything stolen in secret. You will also notice that certain people will reach out, not to reconnect, but to confess. Because guilt is now their shadow. And while they struggle to understand what went wrong, you'll walk in peace. Because nothing about you was lost. I simply moved your name to a higher list, the list of the chosen, the anointed, the unstoppable. My child, take a deep breath right now. Release that tension you've been holding. I am lifting the spiritual weight off your shoulders. You don't need to carry what I've already fought for. You don't need to replay what happened, it's finished. When they looked at your picture, they didn't just see a human. They saw a reflection of divinity, the imprint of my presence. That's why they couldn't handle it. That's why they reacted. Because light always exposes darkness. So when you posted that image, it wasn't vanity, it was destiny. I used it as a mirror to reveal hearts, to expose deceit, and to elevate you into a season of divine clarity. From this day forward, I'm restoring what was silently taken from you. Every opportunity, every open door, every honor that seemed delayed, it's being redirected to you. And those who tried to erase you? They will watch, unable to comprehend how your name rises again and again. You are not forgotten, my child. You are hidden in plain sight. You are the reason some rooms are shifting, some plans collapsing, some hearts trembling. Because I am revealing through you what pure light looks like. Let them whisper. Let them scheme. Let them wonder why their efforts never stick. The answer is simple, you are mine. Even the old witch knew it. That's why she stopped mid-spell and whispered your name with reverence instead of rage. She didn't bless you because she wanted to, she blessed you because she had to. Because no one can curse what I have consecrated. My child, even as you hear these words, something in the unseen is shifting. You may not feel it yet, but heaven is already rewriting what earth tried to cancel. The hand that tried to remove your name from that list didn't realize that your name was not written by them, it was carved by me. I don't use ink that fades or paper that burns. I write destinies in the wind of eternity, in fire that no man can quench, and that's where your name rests, untouchable, unerasable, eternal. And I saw when they gathered, yes, I watched when they whispered, when they plotted in silence, when they sent that photo hoping it would spark a downfall. But what they didn't understand, my beloved, is that every image of you carries more than pixels, it carries purpose. The glow they saw was not an effect, it was evidence. Evidence that I dwell within you. Evidence that I have chosen you. Evidence that every trial that was meant to destroy you only became your refining fire. The witch couldn't finish her spell because she saw me in you. The very forces that answered her before now bowed their heads. She realized that you were under a covenant she could not touch. She saw something that terrified the darkness, the reflection of light that never dims. And in her fear, she whispered to the one who brought your image, "This one is sealed." But that woman didn't listen. She left the hut believing she had succeeded, smiling as she walked through the woods. She didn't hear the words behind her, "Be careful what you summon, for the hand that tries to strike this one will turn against itself." The moment she stepped out of that hut, her shadow grew longer, darker. The same spirits she tried to command began to mock her. She had touched what she didn't understand. Meanwhile, my child, I was already moving in your defense. While they spoke your name with hate, I whispered your name with honor. While they plotted, I prepared. And even now, as they wonder why their plans crumble, it's because I stepped between you and their intentions. You see, I never let harm come without purpose. I allowed this picture to surface, this jealousy to rise, this deception to reveal itself, so that you could finally be free from those who pretended to love you. I am cleansing your circle. I am purifying your surroundings. I am removing access from those who only approached you with hidden motives. You may feel alone, but solitude is not abandonment, it's selection. When I separate you, it's because elevation is near. That's why your spirit has been restless. You felt drained, uneasy, confused, wondering why the energy around you feels different. It's because the old frequency can no longer host your new identity. You've outgrown the spaces that once contained you. You've become light too bright for small rooms. And that's why this had to happen. Someone had to see that photo, someone had to react, because their reaction became your revelation. You didn't lose anything. You gained clarity. The one who removed your name didn't know that in doing so, she activated a law: what you touch with evil intent returns multiplied. She signed her own harvest. And now, her peace will fade until she understands repentance. But don't wish her pain, my child. Don't let bitterness touch your heart. For every attack that came against you has already become a testimony. You are not the victim of this story, you are the victor. The witch in the woods hasn't slept since that night. The candle she lit refuses to stay out. It keeps reigniting on its own, and every time she looks at the flame, she hears your name. Not in fear anymore, but in awe. Because even she knows that you are surrounded by something greater. You may not realize it, but you are now a walking reminder of my authority. Wherever you go, darkness recognizes you before light introduces you. Every step you take carries a sound in the spirit, a rhythm that tells every hidden enemy, this one is off limits. That's why doors are about to open without explanation. That's why favor will begin to chase you relentlessly. Because I am vindicating you publicly for what was done against you privately. The same eyes that saw that picture will see your promotion. The same lips that whispered curses will speak your congratulations. The same hearts that hated you will witness your glory. And when they ask how, you will simply say, God did it. But listen carefully, my child. Do not gloat. Do not boast. Do not let pride pollute your purity. This victory is sacred. Handle it with humility, for I am using your story to awaken others. Your light will draw many, but remember, it was born from fire. Now breathe. The weight is leaving your shoulders. The guilt, the self-blame, the endless wondering if you did something wrong, it's over. They reacted to the light I placed on you, not to anything you did. You've carried the pain of misunderstanding for too long. You've questioned your worth because others couldn't handle your anointing. But I am telling you tonight, there is nothing wrong with you. You were simply too divine for their deception. The woman who erased your name thought she was closing a door. But in truth, she triggered the opening of 1,000 others. Because when man removes, I replace. When people reject, I redirect. You've been delayed, but never denied. And now, every lost opportunity is circling back multiplied. There is divine repayment coming to your house. Things you forgot you were owed are being released. Heaven has tallied every tear, every injustice, every insult hidden behind fake smiles. And now, compensation is coming, not in whispers, but in waves. The spiritual system has been balanced. The witch erased your name from her book, but in doing so, she sealed her own chapter. You are walking into your new era, one where no one else gets to hold the pen but me. You've been faithful in seasons of silence. You didn't curse when you were cursed. You didn't fight when you were falsely accused. You stayed kind when they stayed cruel. And now I am rewarding restraint with revelation. I have watched you cry in secret. I have seen the messages you never sent, the apologies you wrote but deleted, the prayers whispered under your breath when no one noticed your pain. I heard them all. And tonight, I am answering them, not slowly, but suddenly. You will see my hand move so quickly that even your enemies will stand still. They will watch favor fall like rain, opportunities bloom like spring after drought, and miracles unfold like dawn after endless night. This is not random. It's redemption. You are stepping into a season where everything that worked against you will start working for you. The same photo that triggered envy will now attract elevation. The same platform that revealed your enemies will now reveal your destiny helpers. What they used as a weapon will become your witness. I am aligning people to find you, bless you, and stand by you without agenda. I am sending divine partnerships, not based on flattery but on purpose. Those who come next will not drain you, they will pour into you. Because I am rebuilding your circle with those who carry oil, not jealousy. So when you post again, post with confidence. Don't hide. Don't shrink. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to be a signal of light in a dark generation. Your image is no longer just a picture, it's a prophecy. Every glance at you will remind people that grace is real, that God defends His own, that light cannot be deleted. You are not the same person who uploaded that photo. You have been transformed by revelation. Your spirit is sharper, your discernment clearer, your peace deeper. You now know who is truly for you. And for those who are still pretending, I will expose them softly. Not to embarrass them, but to protect you. This exposure was necessary for expansion. You cannot walk into your next season carrying people who secretly root for your failure. I removed them, not to hurt you, but to make room for those destined to help you. You will soon see that every erasure became elevation. Every betrayal became redirection. Every rejection became revelation. The woman who thought she was powerful is now powerless. The forces she trusted have turned against her. And even now, she's beginning to understand, she didn't just curse you, she encountered me. And the witch who once cursed others now prays for you daily, whispering your name in gratitude. Because even she knows that through you, she glimpsed the mercy she lost long ago. That's what light does, it redeems even those who once served darkness. You are a walking portal of grace, my child. Through you, I am showing the world that evil cannot win. That faith outlasts fear. That love is the greatest weapon. You've been through the unseen war. You've been attacked by jealousy, betrayed by trust, wounded by love. But you still stand. You still believe. You still shine. That is victory. And now, because you endured, I am crowning you with restoration. Everything taken from you, time, energy, opportunity, is coming back tenfold. You will look around and see blessings blooming from every direction. People will ask what changed, and you will smile and say, nothing, God just remembered me. But I never forgot you, my beloved. I was simply preparing the stage for your unveiling. Now the time has come. The wait is over. The same world that saw your photo and tried to erase you will soon witness your rise. My child, the time of unveiling has come. You don't have to defend yourself, your life will do that for you. Everything that was spoken against you will collapse under the weight of truth. I am not simply clearing your name, I am exalting it. Every system that erased you will soon have to record you again, because I, the Lord, have ordered it. Do you feel that quiet stirring in your chest? That is the sound of your name being rewritten in light. Angels are inscribing it across new doors, new contracts, new beginnings. People who never knew you will suddenly speak of you with favor. Invitations you never asked for will appear. The very spaces that once ignored you will look for you. This is not luck. This is restoration. The woman who deleted your name sits now in silence, unable to explain why everything she touches turns to dust. She thought she could rewrite destiny, but destiny belongs to me. And though you feel the echo of her actions, none of it will hold power over you. The curse was reversed before it was spoken. The ink never touched you, it fell on her own hands. The witch in the woods trembles. She knows what she saw. She has begun telling others that there is one name her darkness could not swallow. She whispers it to those who come for evil. Do not touch the one who walks with fire. Even in her confusion she acknowledges what she witnessed, pure light surrounding you, unshakable, holy. And now, my beloved, you must walk as one who knows. Lift your head. The past season is over. You are not the one who was deleted, you are the one who was delivered. You will notice the shift in small ways first. Peace will return to your sleep. Dreams will feel clear again. Your thoughts will no longer replay the pain. Then, one morning, you'll sense a new courage rising, the courage to build again, to trust again, to love again. That courage is me breathing through you. Every scar, every moment of humiliation, every silent night has built the strength you need for this hour. I did not allow the storm to break you, I allowed it to polish you. And now, as you step forward, I command blessing to meet you on every side. Where doors were shut, they will swing wide. Where voices gossiped, they will fall silent. Where your name was erased, it will appear written in gold. You will meet people sent by my hand, people who see your worth without proof, who celebrate you without reason, who protect you without question. They will know your light because they walk in light themselves. This is your new circle. Do not waste time explaining the past. Let it fade. The story of deletion is no longer tragedy, it is testimony. It will strengthen others who think they have been forgotten. You will tell them, I was erased, but God wrote me again. And when you speak those words, power will fill the room. Chains will break. The atmosphere will shift. Because your story carries oil now, it heals what it touches. You will find yourself smiling for no reason, feeling peace in places that once brought pain. That's the sign that restoration is complete. You will remember what happened without bitterness. You will see their faces and feel no sting. Forgiveness will flow easily, not because they deserve it, but because you are finally free. You will not need revenge, I am your justice. You will not need control, I am your protection. You will not need proof, I am your evidence. The world is about to watch you rise quietly. No announcement, no noise. Just steady increase, day after day, until even you stand in awe. They will wonder how, and you will know why. Because when I decide to bless, no hand can block it. So breathe deeply, my beloved. The darkness that chased you has no authority here. The battle has been fought and won. The storm has passed. The same picture that triggered their fear now carries your victory. Walk forward. Post again. Create again. Speak again. The world still needs the light that lives in you. Every step you take will echo through the unseen world, declaring that goodness still triumphs, that purity still prevails, that love still wins. You are proof that deletion cannot destroy destiny. You are evidence that faith outlasts malice. You are the living reminder that what is written by God cannot be erased by man. And from this day forward, wherever your name appears, it will carry favor, peace, and divine protection. You will never be removed again. My child, your story has turned. Go in peace. Shine.